Hi Virgo, welcome to your weekly reading. I'm super excited to be here and receive many of those messages that will help bring clarity. I hope you are having an awesome time as we're getting very close to Christmas. Maybe to some of you, you're going to be listening to this video after Christmas. So either way, I hope you are having a wonderful time. I want to say thank you to all of those people that have subscribed to my channel, as well as welcome to those of you who are here for the first time. I love listening to some of your messages and your feedback, so please continue. I also want to say that these are very general readings, so it's not going to describe every situation out there. However, a lot of the messages that I offer can help anyone. Okay? So let's begin, Virgo. So one of the things that I'm seeing in this reading, Virgo, is that your attitude right now is concealed. It's like right now you decided to step back, retreat, and conceal yourself. Your energy here is being represented by the black egg. And although it says here that this egg is black, I would say that not really. I mean, look at the aura on that egg. So your choice have been to conceal your treasures, to conceal your attitude of giving. It's like you decided to retreat and say, no. I'm just going to step back. And I'm going to do maybe a little bit of the same thing that this person that shows in this reading has done to you. And it's in the way that you're discovering if what this person think is true, because according to them, they don't think it's a big deal to change their mind suddenly. In some ways, here we see someone who, was going along and out of the blue decided to change their mind and they disappear. And now they're coming back and you're saying, wait a minute, who do you think you are? Who do you think I am? That I'm your toy? And they're saying, oh, come on, chill. This is no big deal. Sometimes I need to take a break. And, they're acting as nothing happened. And you're saying, but wait a minute. That's not how I operate. Are you serious? So you decided to step back and say, well, you know what? Right now, I'm not feeling very like I can trust you. But in the meantime, let's see how you behave. Let's see how you like it. Now, it's funny because they're coming across here like the hawk. And it's like they're flying high and high and high and high. And that's some of the characteristics of a hawk. These birds can fly really high. But they're predators. And hawks are known as being very aggressive. Very ruthless in a way. Although I have to say that humans can still tame them, but they're quite aggressive. Another thing about hawks is that they can go in one direction, out of the blue change their mind and change and shift direction. So they can be quite inconsistent. And I feel like this is describing this person. They come with the air element. Someone who can be quite, I'm not going to say indecisive, but they seem to change their mind quite easily. And that's not like you, Virgo. Also, this is the kind of person that when they want to be seen, not a problem. But when they decide to disappear, they really, truly disappear. The hawks are like that. They can, when you want to see a hawk, sometimes it's like you won't see one, but out of the blue you could see 12 all at once. And I feel like this is part of this person's personality. So they may be making you believe that they kind of distracted and going along with their life, but they're still observing you from afar. This bird can see that from that far. So I'm saying that this is someone who's not very clear of how to break the ice. They're not clear, but they haven't given up. Now I can see that some of you here, Virgo, you decided to move on. You decided to cut your losses and say, you know what? I'm not going to let some kind of fool get in my way. All right. For a little bit there, you had me going. You had me distracted. But now I can see that, you know what? You're not that type of person. You're not the kind of person I'm looking for. So I'm going to follow my intuition. And I'm not going to waste my time trying to feel sorry for myself. I'm just going to move on. And you did that. And what happened was that some of you, the ones that did, you have found that, you know what? You have way too many qualities to waste your time on something like this. And that has brought you into victory, because here with the Chariot, we're talking about victory. Now being able to see that the best thing that could have happened to you was to let it go. Why? Because in your destiny, Virgo, you have somebody coming. And I wouldn't be surprised if you already met this other person. Here we're talking about meeting someone who seems to be more compatible. And they're coming with the star. So here we're talking about the Six of Cups with the star. Somebody who's really right now filling your cup. Now there are some of you here that are still dealing with this death, because we see that in the heart of the reading we have the Death card. It's like, you know, you're still coming to terms with this, the ending of this situation. And funny enough, which I don't think is that funny, but I hope you catch my drift. Here comes Virgo. You're representing, it's like you're in your element, Virgo. And here I can see that some of you, as you distance yourself from this person, is helping you find the clarity. It's like you're realizing what this person is about. Sometimes remember that we live in a reality that is, you know, ruled by cycles. Everything is cycles. So when you are getting to know someone, you know, the energy expands and grow, and then it starts waning. Everything is like that. So you might have gone in a run where the both of you were just couldn't get enough of each other. And boy, did that feel good, right? While it lasted. And then all of a sudden, somebody here changed their mind. And now you're saying, what the hell? What happened? And you're kind of expecting that text or that call, and you're kind of wondering, well, what do I do? But you've come to that point where now you see, like, wait a minute, this is not what I'm looking for. So the Death card is here. So now it comes the, you know, because here we have the Hierophant upside down. So maybe some of you are feeling like, you know, I just can't believe that I allow myself to be talked into a situation like this. I just can't believe that I just let myself go and not pay attention to the red flags. So you're kind of working on this, right? And Virgos can do that because, you know, we love to analyze things. That's how we learn. We like the details. But sometimes we get so caught up in those details that we can drive ourselves crazy. And what Spirit is saying here is, Virgo, chill. Just relax a little bit. Let it go. You know, just let it slide. Don't be so self-critical. Be okay with it. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes we overlook, you know, and don't pay attention to our feelings. And yeah, we let ourselves go. I mean, we're talking here about somebody who's very attractive, charismatic, very, you know, in love with love. Somebody who could, you know, can put you in a pedestal and make you fly in the sky, high into the stars. I mean, sometimes there are people that are good. So it was good while it lasted. Well, now they're showing the other side. They're showing their true colors or some of their colors, and come to terms with that. And it's great that at least you're knowing that now. Imagine if it would have taken them longer. Because in a lot of cases, we end up really falling hard for someone, and then we don't know how to break away from them. So here, in some ways, this has been good for you, because now you can see that this person is not what they said they would be. And we have the element of the sun here. We have a lot of fire here and the element of earth. And with the sun, I have no doubt that a lot of you are seeing this person for what they are. A lot of you now are starting to really notice some of the, weakness of this person. They come, with the devil. So this is someone who, has the two sides. Well, I think we all do, so I'm going to retract and not say that. So, but I'm going to say that you can see that, the aspects, well, yeah, the two sides of the person, their shadow side and the good side. And this is someone who's very passionate, very, caring, very sweet, but oh my God. You filled their cup to the brim, and then they were quite content and they decided to take a break. It was too much for them, because this is someone, last week they came out as the dolphin. So they're very playful. This time they come out as the hawk. So they have a nasty side to them that sometimes, if you get too annoying, according to them, they can be quite nasty. I mean, that's the hawk. And hawk and, Native American, they're supposed to be like great medicine. But, this is someone who can have their really nasty side. And they may not show it very much. They can hide it really well. So just be mindful of that, Virgo. Now, again, the people that decided to move on, that's victory for you. The ones that are questioning whether you should give this person another opportunity or not, the Spirit says, well, you're a grown person. And Spirit will never tell you what to do. It will show you the options, and we will show you the path of least resistance. But it will never tell you, you got to do this. Now, I know that many of you, Virgo, have gone through a lot, and you've learned a lot. So you're not this little immature person that don't know any better. So you got to be prepared, because if you decide to take this person back, you got to be prepared. We know that no one can change anyone, right? We know that people are the way they are. So if you feel that you can handle this person, and then go and have your fun. But just know that they're coming here with the devil, and the devil is showing up twice. It's showing as I'm asking to clarify the energy of the devil, and it's showing in the reading. So this is telling you that you can see the red flags. You can see the, aspect of this person where they're not consistent. And they may be very attractive, and they have maybe a great job, great life. But when it comes to relationships, this person right now in this cycle is not here to offer you what you're looking for. And as you can see, denial. Here they're warning you. Be careful, don't go into denial. Trying to pretend that you don't see it. Be careful with that. Be careful of trying to compromise and negotiate with your intuition. You can see, Virgo, and you know better. You can see through people. So try not to become blind out of the blue, because all of a sudden you're like, oh, but I like this person so much. We get along so well in so many things and so many levels. And Spirit is saying, yeah, so remember that as you grow and become more in your power, some of these tests are going to get even more sophisticated. So be sure that you make the right decision so that you don't have to regret it later. Because in this path, this is not about regret. This is about choices. And this is about learning how to value yourself and support yourself in a way that then other people can come and do the same. So if you're attracting someone that likes game and you want to go along and play on their game, you got to be careful, because that's like playing with fire, right? So we want to be sure that that we are doing it conscientious of what we're getting ourselves into. We don't want to get over our heads. And here, the message that I'm getting with the Magic Guardian is that, look, everything that you need to know is within you, Virgo. You are the magic. You are the answer. You have it all within you. And here, it's like you have the ability to dedicate yourself to a goal and make it happen. And this is one of those gifts that you're being guided to recognize. But you got to be sure that, you do it with the right people. So as we're moving along and we are grounding ourselves to the things we desire, there are going to come people that sometimes are going to test our level of commitment. Now, of course, I'm not describing every situation here, so please just keep in mind that this may not be your case. But for those of you that it is, you know what I'm talking about. Because sometimes I get emails, people say, oh, but, that's not the case with me. And sometimes people, like put thumbs down, and it's because of that, because, they heard my reading and it's not describing their situation. And I'm thinking, well, if it's not describing your situation, thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you so much for listening to my video. But, it was not about you. Good for you. Maybe you don't have anyone. Maybe your life is good. Like, you haven't met anyone. But the cards here are not picking your vibe. Are picking on the people that have met someone. So there are many other people doing readings, and then, you have to go to the ones that says, oh, for those Virgos that haven't met anyone, guess what? Here the card says that you will meet someone. Because I noticed that sometimes, that sometimes we're disappointed or we're expecting something is not happening. And I am the type of tarot reader that I do not believe in telling you what's going to happen a year from now, because a year from now it's going to happen based on what you're doing now, how you're feeling now. You have the power to create, and you have the power to change anything in your life, given that you understand what you need to do. So I am only here describing what I'm picking up in this cycle. And if this is what you want, okay, good. So here I see that there are some of you who decided to move on, and it's the right thing for you, because that's where your victory is. I see other people that are struggling trying to figure out what they want to do, and the Spirit is saying, well, if you want to give them an opportunity, you can. I cannot change your mind, but all I can tell you is that be ready, because this is someone who is not going to change overnight, and they're not going to give you the things you're looking for. So as long as you know that, and then it's fine. We're adults. We're all adults. And if we're adults, we have to behave like one. I have a lot of clients sometimes that, you tell them things and they come back and they say, but, I just love them. I love them and I just don't know what to do. And it's like, well, honey, we can love people. Of course we can love them. But just because you love them and just because you think that you're going to treat them well, you think they're going to treat you the same way? No, it doesn't happen that way. A lot of times you think, well, I like to treat others in the way that I want to be treated. That's fine, but if you have an expectation that people are going to behave that way, and then you better sit down and wait, because there's a lot of times that doesn't happen. So, sometimes it takes a lot for people to treat you in the same way that you treat them. And here, if you think that this person deserves an opportunity, well, give it to them. But just know that if that is based on the expectation that eventually they're going to appreciate you for who you are. I'm not saying that they don't, but I don't see here someone who is going to right now change and give you the level of security and stability that you're looking for, or at least a level of commitment, a level of, the same type of situation, that is going to be consistent enough. As a matter of fact, when I look at their energy, so, I have the hawk here, but I see someone who is very focused in their social life, and this happened last time and it's happening again. Of course, let's be realistic. We're around Christmas and that is normal. But I see them here. It's like they're, on their trip. They're in their own reality, in their own bubble. I wouldn't be surprised if some of them are traveling. Like they're going away or they're moving, they're going visit family. And it's not like they're giving up. They can see that you're acting different and that you're, doing your dance. But they're thinking, oh, they'll change their mind. So, in their head, they're not very clear. But they're kind of doing their own thing. They're very distracted, I should say. But they're keeping their distance and they're just kind of thinking, oh, Virgo's going to change their mind, How about that, Virgo? But, I'm also picking up somebody here from the past. It's like, there's someone here too that you've met before, that you've been with before. And I think you're having communication with this person, and it's like you're juggling. You're juggling two people. And I'm not saying that you are with two people, okay? Please. But I'm just saying, I'm seeing here, like, this devil, it's like, it's coming twice. So, Virgo, you know better than anybody else what's happening in your life story. All I'm here is just transcribing and translating what I see. So, I'm sensing here more than one person that is coming from the past. But, once again, Spirit's saying, be careful what you do. Be careful with juggling. Be careful with compromising with intuition, Like, never compromise with that. That should be your priority. Follow that. Follow that feeling that's telling you, hey, this is not good for you. Get the hell out. Because the mind can do that. Ooh, the mind can mess things up. Can, create a story of denial that, not worth it. One of the stones that is coming here that you guys can work with right now is a raw ruby. Ruby is very helpful to clear the mind in situations like this. All right, Virgo, this is all I have for you, my friends. So I hope you like the reading, and remember that the most important thing is the nourishment and love you give yourself. You know, it's when we are in that emotional place that we can see things with better clarity. Okay. Here, you know, I would say that be committed to your goals, follow your truth, and don't let anything stand in your way, you know? Don't let anything or anyone. So if you don't feel that this is where your stability is, don't give up. Don't question, you know, your worth. Don't compromise your worth, right? Just keep strong and don't, you know, like doubt yourself or think that, oh, you know, I'm not worthy. Because sometimes when we go through little tests like this can be quite annoying, and the mind can come back making us feel like shit. So, you know, just head strong, keep on moving, because your destiny is to find what you're looking for. All right? Okay, love you guys. See you next time.